Hi, Virgos. How are you? It's Leonora. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. If you're viewing me for the first time, welcome. I do integrate astrology as well as tarot card reads and spiritual messages. Yeah. Virgos, I am doing something new. I started incorporating past life readings at the end of the general tarot card read. So once I'm done with the general tarot card reads, I'm going to use my past life oracle cards, and I'm gonna check up on you, and see what's going on in or what happened in your past life, I should say, that's affecting you in this life. What karma you have to pay, or if it's not you, sometimes I pick up the other person. So that'll be interesting. Understand that we all have a journey to fulfill in each life. Okay, and past life is your soul's journey. So it's about letting your karma play out. You have to let your karma play out. You shouldn't let your karma rule you. Okay, you should rule it. All right, it is what it is. I know that sounds yucky for a lot of us to be in that state of like karma, good or bad. It doesn't always have to be bad, but nonetheless, we got to pay for what we did. All right. If you follow birth charts, it's easy because you'll understand that with birth charts, especially if you have an astrologer, if you pay an astrologer to see your birth chart, it's all written there. Your karma is all written there. Understand that. So it's only your birth chart. It was all written in the stars already. Okay. So sometimes, I tell people, it's worth investing in an astrologer and letting them read your birth chart. A seasoned astrologer would be best. Someone that's been around the block and it's done this, astrology and birth chart readings for at least 10 years. Okay, because it's a practice. Anyway, so if you're looking for your love readings, Virgos, I did your love readings. All right, I worked on all 12 zodiac signs. They're all out. Right now, I'm just working on the general tarot card reads. Today, I'm going to be using my Mermaid Tarot, and I'm going to clarify it with my Rider-Waite. You ready? Hi, Kimberly. Thank you for coming back, my love. All right, first spread. So first spread, we have Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Well, Virgos, you have this is a work situation. I'm picking up work situation big time. Eight of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords. Not sure what's going on at work with you. I'll clarify it, but I'm just sensing people around you. If you happen to have your own business, Virgos, then you have your own business. I mean, you still have to deal with people nonetheless, whether it's like I see Zoom calls, so you may deal with like a lot of like Zoom calls or whatever else, whatever other app there is with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. It's like a lot of conversation over the internet with you guys. I mean, obviously, that's happening a lot because of the circumstances, but I feel work related situation going on here. What's going on at your job? Some of you are not happy. Like I see this frog. I don't know, where is that frog? You see his like face. I mean, it reminds me of the Ten of Wands. I don't know if you ever seen the depiction of the Ten of Wands, at least in the traditional Rider-Waite. Hi, wake up. It's like the frog is carrying the wands. In this case, it's blueberries, but it's like right on the frog's back. It just reminds me of the Ten of Wands. I mean, sometimes when I look at the Ten of Wands, when I do a tarot card reading, it reminds me of a job. Like, it's like something is burdening you nonetheless, but sometimes I also pick it up as a work situation, a workplace. Hi, Tiffany. Um. Anyway, and I also see like who else is sad? This girl over here. She's sad over here. This mermaid over here. Yeah. I don't know if you're like arguing with someone or you're not. Like I don't know. I see these people's faces and they're like no one here is happy. But Virgos, I just seem like are you not happy in your current position or situation at your workplace? Do you want to do something more? Do you see yourself doing something more? If you do, this is the year to do it. Do not stagnate. Okay, we got Saturn, helping us in the career front, maybe not at the home front, but definitely in career. Take advantage of Saturn's energy, dude. I mean, that's for those people who are working on, trying to change their career in finance. Like you're not happy. Let's clarify it. So look at this. Look at this. I have the Four of Cups with the Nine of Wands. Does this look happy to you, Virgos? For some of you, you might have I sense like cattiness. I know cattiness has a lot to do with like feminine energy, right? But males could be catty. I've seen them. Sometimes worse than women. But they don't show that part of themselves, but men could be catty. But anyway, nonetheless, like some people could be talking behind your back. Like I see 901. What's going on at your job? Virgos, you're always giving me a story. Like people talking behind your back with the 9 of Wands. Why? Why they're talking behind your back? What happened at your job, Virgos? For some of you, you might have left a job, or you may want to switch, a career, or you may just again, like I sense like you're trying something new with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, and then there are people like talking behind your back, like what are they doing? None of your business. That's what they're doing. Virgos, y'all always be giving me these readings with these people around you. All right. Second spread. So I have here the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, my bad. I have two. I do have the Ace of Swords in the first deck, and now I have the Ace of Cups. Interesting. They were both in the reverse too. So, and both these cards were in the reverse as well too. I don't know if an earth sign is significant. Virgo, you're an earth sign, but I don't know if you're dealing with another earth sign, which is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Tiffany, he's not happy. I walked away and blocked him, and he stalks my Facebook. And he has Leo, Scorpion, Virgo, and Aquarius, and Capricorn. I have a Virgo in my chart too. Hi, Brittle Ed, Ben. Hi. Yeah, some of you, some of you lost your that spark when it comes to earning money, when whatever it is that you do or make money. Like I see my Knight of Pentacles. See how she's holding that big, huge pentacle on her belt? But it came out in the reverse. It's like, you're daydreaming or you're making plans to move forward away from what you're doing. It's like with the Ace, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. It's like you lost passion for something that either you lost passion in the place that you work in or the career. For some of you, maybe you want to change what do you call that, majors. If you're taking up classes, maybe you're like, ooh, I changed my mind, maybe I want to, take up cooking class instead of, going for the bars examination. But who cares? It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you wanted or you're doing, you lost passion for it. To clarify it, I have the Sun card and the Queen of Swords. Again, you're not happy. And not only that, you're like thinking about cutting people off. What's going on, Virgos? Like I don't shuffle my Rider Waite in the reverse, so I don't shuffle them. It's one of my very few decks that I don't shuffle in the reverse. However, if I feel if I feel the energy in the reverse, I'll read it. I will read it in the reverse. My Sun card is in the reverse. My Queen of Swords is not. I just feel like there's been a lot of unfairness going on at your job for whatever reason that may be. If it's not people around you, because I sense people big time with the Sun card, but if it's not people, it's just your passion. Maybe you don't like some of the rules that were or the authority that's around you, like the rules that has whatever policies, contracts. You're like, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want to do. For some of you, you might whatever contract or policy you signed recently, you're kind of regretting it. For a small group of you, you're going to court, family court. You're going to family court if you have children or a child with someone, either for child support or custody. It doesn't apply for all of you, but something about child support or custody for some of you. Tiffany, you're thinking about another job. My job is full of drama and conflict, and I feel drained. Oh my God, Tiffany, thinking about being a makeup artist for the Opera House worldwide and being able to travel. I love that. I love that. You should do a tutorial. Start doing like tutorials on YouTube or something, or Patreon. Get paid for your content, girl. Wake up. Believe it or not, I love listening to readings because sometimes they point out shadow aspects of myself that needs work. So it's my form of constructive criticism. Oh. All right, let's see what's going on in your third spread. Third spread, I have the World card. See, Saturn energy. And you see, some of you are not taking advantage of Saturn's energy. And I got my King of Swords. Interesting. But they were both in the reversal. So I have a Queen of Swords, just so the Queen of Swords, and now my King of Swords came out. So some of you are dealing with like the parent of your child, and you guys are going to court, family court, for either custody or child support, both. Yeah, I sense that big time for some of you with the World card. Like you're not getting, like you're lacking money in trying to raise your child or children. And this King of Swords is not, I don't sense it being fair in some shape, form, or other. There's a huge fight. I don't know who this applies to, but there's a fight going on in court. And again, for some of you, it's contracts or your authority at your job, policies that maybe I sense like this new policy was made, or this new rule, or some of you may just recently had a new boss or supervisor, and you're not liking it. You're not happy. There's things that are not. You're not happy, Virgos, when it comes to the topic that I'm talking about, the messages. But what else am I picking up here? Some of you may work at a school. I don't know. I don't, or you work with children. I see like a school of fish here. I don't know if you could see the school of fish with the world card. Um, of course, that's not for all of you. So you may be teachers or professors of some sort. Hold on. Just trying to pick up something. Hi, Brittle, Ed, Ben. You're right. Losing interest in my small jewelry business. I notice I'm not putting in much effort as I used to. No passion. I don't understand what is going on. Saturn is going on. Saturn is telling you that's not for you. Understand in the last couple of years, I want to say starting in 2019, when Saturn entered Capricorn, and it kind of started going retrograde, like moments after that. It was a reflection of your career, a reflection of your home. What is it that you need to change to make your home life and or your career better? For some of you, if you haven't been knowing that this is going on, for some of you, knowing that this is going on, that your home life is not going well, that your career is not going well, whatever passion that you want to pursue, you're not pursuing, whatever relationship you want to leave, you're not leaving. Understand that Capricorn, Saturn in Capricorn, especially when it was retrograde, was a time for reflection. Usually that's what retrogrades mean. Time slows down. Understand that a retrograde means that the planet is going slower behind the sun. So once it goes behind the sun, it's rotating a lot slower. That's a retrograde. That is a time for some people say reflection. Absolutely, it's a time for reflection. Depending on what planet is retrograding, and in what house. Um, in this case, Saturn was retrograding for quite some time last year, in like the half end of 2019, or the last part of 2019, I should say. I don't know. I know that when Saturn was in Capricorn retrograding, it almost felt like a lot of people's home life and career was like, oh, I don't know if I want to be here anymore. I think I want to pursue something new or someone new. That was Saturn talking to you. And so if you haven't been working on yourself, for some of you, maybe you're happy with your career, you're happy with your home life, but maybe you're not happy with yourself. That's again another form of Saturn working on you. Um, reflecting on yourself and your legacy. So you should have been working on that a long time ago, meaning in the last year. Um, there's a reason why we have this pandemic. It's not to fight one another. The pandemic is here to slow us down the hard way. Okay, this is the world card. The pandemic and this plague, whatever you want to call it, the shutdowns. Okay, Saturn was like, maybe you guys are not hearing me. If you're not happy with your home life, if you're not happy with your career, maybe I should do something more to wake your asses up. Understand that the system needs to be destroyed, even if it's external or internal, whatever the case may be, however it applies to you, it needs to be destroyed and built up new because the old wasn't working. This is all Saturn. Satan. Right now, Saturn is in Jupiter in tropical astrology. I'm sorry, Saturn and Jupiter is in Aquarius. My bad. Saturn and Jupiter is in Aquarius. It just entered the 11th house. In Vedic, it's still in Capricorn, but there's no difference. Understand that there's no difference in this case because Aquarius is co-ruled by Saturn also. So this is what I'm talking about. Like this Saturn is like, maybe you didn't hear me when I was in retrograde. So let me really slow down your life and reflect on it. Tiffany, yes, us have vaccine and it's mandatory COVID testing every twice a week. I'm out because I'm sick all the time. I'm sorry, you said you're sick. I'm getting upper respiratory infections. I'm out for a while. Oh, wow. Tiffany, please take care. Anyway, so that's the story with that. Okay. I hope you got that. For your clarifiers, I have 3 cards. 3 cards came out for you. Interesting. I have King of Wands, Ace of Swords again. Ace of Swords came out again. And the Knight of Pentacles came out again. So I'm getting repeating cards for you. I'm just looking at the World card and the King of Swords. I was just saying Saturn is in Aquarius, right? This is Saturn in Aquarius. But anyway, to clarify that energy, so I'm getting Ace of Swords for you and Knight of Pentacles again for you. Yeah. This is interesting. Hold on a second. Some of you, whatever it is that you want to pursue, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Why did I say Sagittarius? Oh, okay. I know why. Because it's a fire sign. Some of you maybe have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know why Sagittarius came out of my mouth though. But anyway, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the King of Wands, Ace of Swords. I don't know if anybody has air or fire in their chart. Doesn't matter. For some of you, you are working on yourself, especially if you're working on a relationship. Maybe your relationship wasn't the best when it came to communication. Some of you are thinking about becoming your own boss, especially if you're in the arts of some sort. Doesn't matter what it is, like creative projects. Doesn't necessarily have to be. I sense for some of you, you want to work with family. Some type of profession that deals with family. Social worker. I'm picking up like social worker, psychologist. That's amazing because it's going to work out. But these, I'm talking to people who are already doing it though. With the Knight of Pentacles here, it's going to be a slow process. Don't be discouraged. Virgos, you're pretty patient. You may have your ways, but you're still patient people. It's going to be lucrative. It's going to take a lot of your time. So some of you may be seeing the money or will be seeing the money, but the time is going to be an issue for you for some reason, especially with the World card here. The World card, Saturn represents time, Cronus in Greek mythology, the god of time. So you be patient. It's gonna happen for you, even if you guys are not working on your whatever it is. If you're thinking about, let's just say you're thinking about it, and you're making goals to think about it with the Knight of Pentacles, because this is the second time that I see it. The Knight of Pentacles came out here. Look how she's writing in her notebook, making plans. Like she's really fixated and serious about making plans for whatever that may be for you. It's be patient. It's going to take time. When I pair it up with my world card, you're going to be offered something. For those of you who this reading resonates, especially if it has to do with career and finance, there is an offer coming to you with the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to come this year or within a year. I know that sounds like a long time, but the point is, like, Saturn is telling you to keep working on it. Don't give up. If you don't work on it, it's not going to come. But if you keep working on it and putting your time, specifically time, I'm getting time with these two cards. You need to put in your time. Then you'll get what you want. Whatever that is that you're working on or want to work on, Virgos. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on in your past life. So I have my past life oracle cards. I can't wait to see what's going on in your past life. This is interesting. I love your reading. It is a general read, folks, okay? But I do love the message behind it. Let's see what's going on in your past life, or what happened, I should say. Understand that your past life is your soul's journey. All right, I did say this in the beginning, but it's also about letting your karma play out. Okay. So look at this. I got finance. Pisces got this too. Finance and karmic relationship. Holy, is exactly what your entire reading was about. Virgos, your entire reading is about finance and karma. Specifically karmic relationships, whether it's at a job or in your home. Yeah, see, some of you are in this karmic situation that you don't need to be in. Like, you already paid the piper, okay? It's time for you to close out that cycle. Again, it doesn't have to be an intimate relationship. If it's a home life relationship, an intimate relationship, then it is what it is, right? If you feel like you need to like leave this relationship because you've been feeling like this for a while, for quite a while, then it's time for you to leave. It's a time for you to close out that karmic relationship. And this also has to do with a job. For those that, want to do something different, you want to leave your job, you want to start a new career, you want to, go into a new phase in your life when it comes to something new, that you've been passionately wanting to do for quite some time, then it's time. But look how it comes out with the finance. At the bottom of the deck, I have spirituality and religion. Interesting. Spirituality and religion. This is interesting. Some of you come from a past life where religion was very important, or any type of spirituality. You had to practice a very strict form of religion and spirituality. Um, but it was so strict, like it wasn't fun. There's nothing wrong with being spiritual. There's nothing wrong with having faith in a certain religion. I just feel like the past life that you came from was so strict, not fun. You didn't feel, this spirit, this love, this harmony, that you're supposed to feel when you're practicing any type of religion or spirituality. You came from this past life where it was just too strict. Meaning, who can I what can I compare this with? Like like the pagans, uh, even back in when the churches and religions were very like ready to execute or punish someone for any little thing. Like the commandments were very like, thou shalt not steal, and it was like you get executed or punished publicly for it, and you come from that past life, and in this past life you seem to be very like free spirited, meaning you don't have one specific religion or one practice of spirituality. You're okay with learning, a little bit of everything. Like you're open-minded with a little bit of everything, because it was such a strict past um past life when it came to your religion and or spirituality, that in this lifetime you're like, I'm gonna learn a little bit about everybody's religion, or learn about spirituality, in my own way, on my own, in my own, like on my own pace, not someone else's pace or someone else's rules. For some of you, you don't even have a religion in this lifetime. You're like this. I don't. Not that you're an atheist, or not that you don't believe in source, whatever that may be to you. But again, you're more open minded in this lifetime when it comes to religion and spirituality. As far as finance is concerned, Virgos, for your past life, hold on. I want to see what I could get from finance, because we all we did was talk about money with y'all. Just what I did. So I just want to see what else I could get besides. It says your relationship with money is being affected by your past life experiences. For instance, you may have had a lifetime of extreme poverty or even wealth. Many people struggle to save money because their other lifetimes involved communal wealth, where the convent, tribe, or village provided for everyone's needs. Interesting. Um, I did sense that some of you want to work with people. This is interesting. For some of you, you want to work with, meaning you want to make an impact on people's lives in whatever it is that you do. I picked up psychologists, social worker, teachers, um, even healers in being in the medical field, or just even in the home. If you're raising children, or your child, doesn't matter. You want to make an impact. But for a lot of you, you want to get paid for that impact that you want to do for society. It could be something creative. It doesn't have to be, none of those professions I had mentioned earlier. It could just be something very creative, writing. Um, Maybe somebody said makeup artist, Tiffany. I think it was you. You said something about makeup artists. Just making an impact around people. That's what I'm picking up. And that's what you used to do in your past life. Almost a sense of like, especially when I see these two cards together, like a sense of like um, togetherness. Like your form of religion and spirituality is a form of togetherness, but getting paid for it, impacting people's life in a positive way. Brittle Ed, you're right. I'm so drawn and intrigued by different religions and open to learn about other religions. Great. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Gabriella. You believe in many things. You're open to everything. You're saying I believe in many things? Or you're talking to someone else? Alicia, yes, that's how I've been feeling. Um, this is amazing. I hope you got a really that was a very interesting message all across the board, Virgos. Your reading was very intense, but also it was like a teaching moment for all of us. I don't even think it really could apply to Virgos, just Virgos. I think it applies to a lot of people, especially because I had mentioned the planetary stations and Saturn, Papa Saturn. In this case, there's a woman here. Gabriella, I know you were talking about it, and I was trying to just clarify your words. Oh, okay. You believe in many things, and you're open to everything. Correct. Correct. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and so is Gemini. So Mercury both rules both those mutable signs, um, mutable air Gemini and mutable earth Virgo. Um, As a matter of fact, Mercury is about to go into retrograde. So, Virgos, be prepared for that. Your planet is going into retrograde in the sign of Aquarius and Pisces. It's going to go into Pisces as well. I think it starts at the end of the month. Be prepared because this is your planet and it's going to affect you, even though it's in the 11th house. It's going to be in the 11th and then it's going to hit the 12th house. So, how is that going to affect my Virgos? The news is going to affect you. Any form of communication is going to affect you. You may have complete miscommunication with loved ones. There's definitely miscommunication in the news, but that's going to affect you. For some of you, maybe be careful not to be in groups. For those who, I don't know why I'm sensing like groups. If you are out in a group, be very careful. Um, be protected, meaning as far as with the virus going on, the SARS and the corona and the mutations that they're saying, um, Virgos, be very protected around this retrograde. If you're in groups, don't get a little careless. Does anyone have any questions before I go into Aries? I'm going to go into Aries. Tiffany, yeah, I like to embrace two other religions, and I have a lot of candles and Aztec stuff. I mix Mexican and American. My father's Mexican, my mom is white. I grew up in a mixed family. Alicia, that's funny. I'm a Virgo and dating in Gemini. We're both in Mercury. Yes. Tiffany, another seatbelt moment. Yeah, go ahead, Gabriella. I'll answer your question and then I'll move on. I'm going to move on to Aries. No, go ahead, wake up. I'll answer your question after Gabriella, and then I'll move on to Aries. It's okay, sweetheart. It's up to you. If you want to wait till Aries, that's fine. But I mean, you were in the Pisces reading as well, and I couldn't. I was rushing to come into this into this reading for Virgo. So I'll take your question as well, wake up. So Gabriella and wake up, and then I'm going to move on to Aries, okay? If any of you have any other questions, meet me in the Aries reading, all right? And I'll take your question in the Aries reading. All right, Gabriella, go ahead. Yes, wake up. You are in every reading. Yeah, I was thinking about you and B Rabbit this morning. I was like, you know what? I do want to make them my modifiers. That's not a joke. I'm gonna make both of you my modifiers because I love how you both, you know, work together, but in different ways. You're both very smart ladies. All right, Gabriella. Hi, Nandita Ja. Is there a list for free readings? There is no list for free readings. Sometimes I'll take a question if I have time, Nandita John. So if you meet me in the Aries reading, which I'm going to be doing right after this read, you know, I'll take a question there. I won't forget about you. But I do have personal readings. So thank you for reminding me. If you're looking for a private reading, my email will be in the description box. Okay. I also do past life readings. All right. All right, Gabriella. My question was, what messages do spirit guides have for me? Okay, sweetheart. I don't know. I'm prompted to take this out for you, Gabriella. Messages from spirit for Gabriella. Gabriella, you're asking two questions? I just realized no, you're not asking two questions. You just, okay, got it. All right, messages from spirit. Messages from spirit for Gabriella. Messages from spirit. Interesting. I have, this is interesting. Love life and biblical. I wanted to take out my past life oracle cards for you, Gabriella, especially because you said spirit guides, but let me clarify it. This is interesting. Gabriella. It's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. All right, messages from spirit. All right, Gabriella. Virgos, I don't know. I know some of you are still probably watching. Your reading is over. I know some of you don't always watch. I always forget to say that the reading is over. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, your dad. Okay. There's a father figure coming in very strong for you. I'm not sure if it's I don't know what father figure this is. I mean, it could be, you know, someone like a grandfather or forefather, because at the bottom of the deck I see father. And then when I see this person in the biblical oracle card, it's just I sense strong a male figure. That's a spirit guide, mind you, with the Six of Cups. So you, as far as the spirit guide, Gabriella, there's a father figure, very strong, very, very strong, has your spirit guide. Not sure if you know that. Then we have your love life. My father was never present in your life. I never knew that. Oh yeah. Yeah. That it's if it's okay. All right. So you don't know anything about your dad. It is a father figure. When I say father figure, it could be any male figure that was present in your life. Gabriella, I mean, obviously you came from some male figure. I don't think you were. I don't know your situation. I don't want to say that you came from like a freezer, but I mean, if you did, you did. There's some people that were born that way, you know, like I forgot what they call it. People that are born, you know, my parents are in another country. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for stopping me. But I was gonna go into something else. But okay, you live with your guardian. Got it. Okay, got it, sweetheart. There is a strong male figure. Now, do you know this person in this lifetime? I don't know. Is it someone that you knew in a past lifetime? I sense strongly. So that's why I'm saying father figure, because it could be anything. It could be a forefather, it could be a grandfather, it could be a great grandfather. With the Six of Cups, it's definitely a family member. There is a very strong father figure. All right, now your love life is a different story. Interesting. You have there's another person, there's another spirit coming through for your love life. You have someone, another spirit guide. This is a female spirit guide. This female spirit guide was intuitive. She practiced some type of like a different spirituality. It wasn't like you know, your normal religion, you know, that we usually hear. This spirit guide of yours was very much into the land, meaning they believe there's a word for it, but the spirit guide worked very much so with the believed in the if I had to compare it, you know what, a Native Americans or indigenous Indians or tribes where they work with the land. Wow, you have these two spirit guides, very strong. Interesting. I did say spirit guides. And you asked for spirit guides. There's two spirit guides you have here. One is a forefather. The other one is a some like a member of a tribe. It could be a Native American. That, but the point is that this, as far as your love life, she's coming in very strongly. Someone that practiced the earth and was a religion for them. I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to Native Americans or any type of indigenous religions. You know, that doesn't have to do with Islam or Christianity, or you know, those type of religions. I mean, like these people were practice their own religion. We probably don't even know about it, right? Like there's religions out there that we don't know about it. We never heard about it because we think that there's only 3 or 4 religions. There's 3 or 4 religions out there in the world that were ever practiced. No, there's more than 3 or 4 religions in this world. There's many. This particular spirit guide for you has a very strong biblical, like strong religious background I'm picking up, but I mean this she works with the land. Gabriella, I'm sorry. I think it's my past life. I live with I'm sorry, my father. He's alive. I mean, I never knew my grandpa. Um, that's why I feel so drawn to nature. Oh, okay. Uh, that's interesting. They seem so cool. um, but it was a someone that's I'm picking up her characteristics. Okay, it's a spirit guide, but I'm picking up her characteristics. They're telling you not to make the same mistake. There's a generational pattern that you're specifically the women in your lineage. It's like they picked the wrong type of they picked the wrong type of belief. Yeah, they're not. It's something that you're the women in your family, um, they go this way instead of going this way. Meaning, instead of going with their heart, they go by status quo. So very strongly, not to do the same is the message. Not to do the same, and it's they're not calling it a mistake. It's not a mistake. Nothing's a mistake. It is what it is. But the message for you, Gabriella, long story short, with your spirit guides, follow your heart with the love life card that came out here. And you said you're into nature. Uh, with their head. Oh, okay. Now it's something with their heart. They yes, they follow their head instead of their heart. It's a status quo. I heard status quo. So status quo meaning, it's what everybody else is doing. Instead of following their heart, it's whatever. It's like, I'm gonna. So it's like almost like they had to sacrifice their happiness. Bingo. Sacrifice their happiness. Um, with the love life card. And it doesn't have to be in a relationship, Gabriella. I'm not picking up just a relationship. Just, whatever it is that you love, truly love to do. Interesting, because the Virgo reading was all about that. Something passionate that you love to do, that you need to pick up, and really pursue it. Just because everybody else is telling you to do this or they're doing that, and you're like, well, my heart is really telling me to go this way, and you're not following your path. So that's another thing. It's like with the Three of Pentacles here, they didn't follow their path. Again, they went by the status quo, like whatever was familiar, whatever was acceptable in your lineage, in your bloodline, in your family, in your ancestry. There were a lot of women not happy. And this is what your spirit guide is telling me. Don't follow your heart. Bingo. Just follow your heart with the love life. Oh, because it's hard for me to express my emotions because I've been hurt so much. All right. I hope that helped you in some way, Gabriella. You do have two amazing spirit guides here. Ask for their help. They're here to help you. Understand, like, when someone dies, they carry a lot of knowledge, Gabriella. They carry a lot of knowledge. They try to contact us in human form, in physical matter, and we try to listen. Some of us are really good at listening to spirit guides and ancestors. In your case, these are ancestors. Your spirit guides are ancestors. Let me get that correct. Your spirit guides are ancestors. But you have to listen to them. Sometimes people are like, oh, that was my thought. No, a lot of the times it was not your thoughts. It was your spirit guides and your ancestors coming through very strongly. They have the knowledge. They've walked the earth before, for this a lot of times before. And so have you, Gabriella. So tap into your soul, tap into into ask for help. They're there to help you, Gabriella. You're welcome. All right, wake up. I'm ready for you, my love. My question is there a warning from the universe for me? Okay. I'm guided to use it. I'm guided to use the past life for you too, wake up. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to clarify it. All right, wake up. So you're asking, is there a warning for the universe, from the universe? Warning. Warning or message? Warning or message for wake up? Warning or message? Warning or message? Wake up. All right, let's see what we have. We have phobias and medicine man or woman for your message or warning. I'm going to say message or warning, okay? Phobia and medicine woman. Medicine man or woman. Interesting. I'm getting also the same thing for you as far as Native American, Native tribes, indigenous tribes for your past life. I just love using these past life things. But you're asking these questions, so that's why I'm using it, because these are profound questions. All right, I'm going to clarify, wake up. You know, you ran from somebody in the past, in your past life. You were running from somebody in your past life. All right, so look at this. I have the Tower and the Ten of Wands to clarify it for you. Wake up. Yeah, you were scared of somebody. Very strong. I mean, it says phobia, but I'm feeling it in my heart. Like my heart is literally right here, right now. It's like this anxiety. Yeah, you told me my father. You were running from your father? Wow, that's right. I did a past life reading for you. All right. Something that you did. Something that you did. You ran away, though. You ran away. Something that you did, you ran away. Like that's what I'm picking up with the Ten of Wands and the Tower. Again, this is your past life wake up, so I guess you're getting a second one, but it's just more of a clarification for me. So just bear with me. Something that you did could be work related, could be a decision you made, but for some reason, it's like you ran away from your community because of fear. When I see my medicine man, medicine woman, this is very, to me, I'm picking something that was not accepted in your past life. Maybe not something that a man should do or a woman should do, like not something that was accustomed to that period for a woman. I'm going to say woman, that you were a woman in your past life, because that's what I see here. So maybe something you did was not acceptable in your community or in that era. Wake up. I spied and betrayed a rich man. He had a family. We fell in love, but my deception, we was exposed and I was put to death. You said the energy in this lifetime in my energy. Oh, wow. I do remember that. Yes, I did say that you were put to death. Oh my God. All right, but you're saying, okay, you're asking for a warning. Interesting that this came out again. Um, you're asking for a warning from the universe. You know, I have knighthood at the bottom of the deck. Whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever it is that you want to do, even if it's nothing, um, you're doing the right thing. Stick with what you're doing because I see that you believe in it very strongly. Whatever it is that you're pursuing, could be something in medicine or healing, because I see medicine man, medicine woman, or you want to help women in some shape, form, or other, like the like women that have trauma in their relationships. I don't know. I'm picking that up strongly for you. Like um, maybe you've been through that, especially if you've been through it already in the past life. I'm not sure if you went through it already, if you went through it again in this life, but I'm not going to go too deep into it. But whatever you're doing, you're being very brave about it in this lifetime. Wake up, continue doing. There is no warning. This is not a warning. This is just, I guess, a recap for you in your past life. Yeah, going into nursing school. Okay, and you're studying herbal medicine. So you're doing the right thing. That's the message. Don't let the past fear. I don't know if that's what you're feeling, like any type of fear or doubt. With the knighthood, you're very brave. I sense that you're very brave in this lifetime. I don't know if you paid your karma already from the past lifetime. I feel like you closed out a cycle. Wake up. And you're in this position right now. You're like, nobody messes with me now. Okay, I got this. So there's no warning, there's no message. I hope that was clear. What you're doing is amazing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, you kept doubting if you were going the right way. You're not by no means. All right, you're welcome. Wake up. All right, I gotta go into Aries. My gosh, I am so late. See what I mean? All right, whatever. All right. If you guys have any other questions, thank you, Brittany, Ed, Ben, Gabriella, Wake Up, of course, as always, Tiffany. Meet me in the Aries read. I should be there in about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Love y'all.